Let's start with another tutorial of Python string functions. In the library of Python, there are various text-based functions which are very easy to use. So let's begin our journey for Python string functions with Mamta Arya.
With this beautiful quote that no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. So if we take the length of this, just I'm writing the length function we'll be using. So here, and the output will be, if you count the characters, you are getting 54. So it's a simple one. So the next function we'll see, that is capitalize. So the string is quoted in quote variable dot capitalize. As you can see in the drop down, it has come. We can use this. So that's a comfortable zone that you are getting, or you get the help tip to get it. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. So this quote, this string, when we have taken the length given 54. Now this is one of the function. The next we are going to use, that is capitalize. So as soon as you press the dot, you will get a drop down. So there you will get so many keywords functions written, that is in the Python's library. You can take help of this also, and just you press the tab key, you will get that function. Capitalize, just you can see the tip that no data, this is blank arguments, and then in return it will give the string capitalizing the text. Now which data will be capitalized? The first, the first letter, the first character of the string will get capitalized. In the other example, as you can see in the other example, while capitalizing, it will only capitalize as the data is given good day. So it has only capitalized G. So only the starting character will be in capital letter, rest will be in small. Now if we want to capitalize like sentences to start with capital letter, means after dot, after comma, the characters to start from capital letter, we have another function, that is title. So let's write that one, quote. So each words in this example of title function, each word is capitalized. So that's the difference between capitalize and title function. In capitalize, only the starting character, and in the title function, all the words, every word's first letter will be in capital letter or in uppercase. We can say that. So the next function, which we'll see as practical example. So the data stored in our string is no matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. So we are finding here. So find function. What does find function does? It will find the substring, means any middle order string. It will give the location of that starting of that string, starting of the substring, and as you can see, few arguments are optional, that is written in large bracket. So these are start and end is optional argument, only compulsory argument is the first, that is substring, the middle order string which is to be searched. So in this example we'll give some substring like, so it has given 10. If we are finding the string substring, how it has given 10? As you start counting the index from left to right, 0, 1, here zeroth index, first index, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and so on. So this H, will is at 10th index. So complete how is to be matched, not only H. So whichever the data you have given, that has to be matched. So this is giving the value 10, which is the starting location of H. Now, if any word is occurring twice or thrice, so you want the second occurrence, you want the third occurrence, you want the last occurrence, then also find function will help. And if the data is not available, the find function of string will return -1. In this example, like twice or thrice a data is occurring, a word is occurring 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So we are finding the location of string 1, O-N-E. So, but this time I have given the second argument, which is possessing the value 1. So that means searching will start from index number 1. That means it is crossing index 0. Otherwise, normally if I'll be writing s dot find 1, so it will be giving 0, because ONE, the static index is 0. So it will give 0. But the search will now start from index number 1. So index number 1 is crossing this. So the search will start from here. So now the second occurrence of one's index will be given. So this O is at index number 14. So we are getting this response. So after counting, you will get so. So after counting, we are getting 14. So, and this is the start location. I have not given the end location. That means from index number 1, it will search till end. Till end. So whichever the first occurrence, you can see here the string is occurring, 1 is occurring thrice. So if we don't give the start index, it will give the answer 0. If I write, I'll show you this with the example. Simply I'm finding, then it will give which data to be searched that I need to give, that I have missed. So which data is to be searched? 1. And then if I'll be pressing enter, I'll get 0 because O is at 0. Only 1 is matching at the starting index of first character it will give. So 0. It has given 0. But when I'm starting my search from index number 1, so that means this we are crossing. So it will start searching from here and it will give the next occurrence from 1. Starting from index number 1, it will give the first occurrence. So first occurrence is at index number 14. Now if we and the second third argument, the third argument of find function is the third argument of the find function is where to stop the search. So if I'm starting from 1, I'm stopping at 10. So let's see what happens. It will give -1. The reason, from index number 1 till index number 2, there is nowhere the string one. So it has given -1. So when no data is found, it will give -1. Okay, and if I'm writing only 1, that means the search will start from 1 and it will go till end. Till end. And here it will go till 10. Now if I want the third occurrence location, so I need to cross 14. So what I need to write? S dot find. So it has given 28 because this is the third occurrence of ONE1, because I have crossed the index number 14. So it has given the third occurrence. This ONE1, the static index of O is at 28. So it has given the response 28 and it will search till end. So this is how find function works with different arguments, when we are giving one argument, when we are giving two argument or three argument. So various examples you can put in this and we can explore this by giving various strings. The count function, the next function is count. So this function will count how many times the particular string is occurring. and it has the same argument style as the find function. So if it is occurring once, it will give 1, if twice, then 2, if thrice, then 3, and so on. So it has given 3. The reason is in this string 1 is occurring 3 times. So it counts how many times the particular string is occurring. So if we need to search any1 from starting index, that is 14, if I am writing, then it has given 2. The reason is this, the first occurrence of 1 won't be counted, so it will start counting from index number 14. So that is index number 14. If I'm this is index number 14, from here till end there are 2 times one is available. Now in this next example, the same string is to be searched one, and the starting location is 14 and the end location is 20. So hopefully it will give 1. Reason, index number 14 to index number 20, wherever it will be occurring, between that only one time one is occurring. So if you write only first the important argument which is required, then it will count in the whole string how many times this particular data is occurring. But if we give the optional argument, that is this from where to start the counting. So counting has started from index number 14. That means it has crossed the first occurrence. So it gave 2 times. And if I'm writing the starting limit 14 index and end limit 20, so start 14 is here and end 20 will be somewhere here. So 20 will be somewhere here. So the outcome is 1, because in between here only one time 1 is occurring. If I'm writing count capital O, this time I have written one. So capital one is not occurring, so it has given 0 times. So 0 times it is occurring. These functions can be used in various examples and explored, and in various programming we can take help of these functions. Judiciously, intellectually, we have to use these functions. Now the next, this is a boolean function that is ends with. So it will check whether the data or the searching string in that it is ending with the giving data or not. So searching string is have a good day, and we are checking whether it is ending with day or not. So it's a boolean function, it will return true or false. So this data is ending with day, so it is giving true. If I'll be writing capital D over here, it will give false or any other. If I write AY, it will give true. If I write, suppose I'm checking M dot ends with N, capital N, anything which is not occurring towards end. So it checks whether the sentence or the string is ending with this particular data or not. It is matching there or not. Further, this function is also having few parameters, arguments. Now, the further argument of ends with is, if I, in a particular string which is occurring between index number 0 to index number 10, it will not, this argument will allow not to search till end. It will search the given data between 0th index to 10th index. So 0th index to 10th index, this day is not falling, so it has given false. Day is there at the end of the string, but between this example is supporting without the second and third argument. That means whether the string is ending with day or not. And in this example, the search will be done between these two parameters. And between these two indexes, there is no, between these two indexes, it is not ending with day, so it has given false. Now, Here, the searching has started from index number 4. That means that index wise it is 5. So searching has started from this location 5th, and then from 5th, like it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means small a is occurring over here. So from 5th index till end, because the third argument is not given. So from 5th index till end. So from 5th index till end, it is ending with day. So it is giving true. That means no parameter is there, the third one. There is no data. That means it will search or it will check in the string till end, from 5th index till end index. And here from 0th index to 10th index. And in this, from starting to end, they will be searched whether it is ending. We have to be very alert that we are not searching anywhere. We are searching for anywhere searching. We have find function. But ending, the string is ending. For that purpose, we have ends with, which is a Boolean function. The next function is alnum. It is also a Boolean function. Whichever function is having the words like is alnum, is digit, further we'll see, is alpha, we'll see, wherever it is suffixing with is, it will give a Boolean result. So in M is have a good day. So we are checking that it is only alphabet. Alnum means alphanumeric. That means if string is containing anything other than alphanumeric, it will give false. So this string M is containing spaces, so it is giving false. If I'll remove the spaces, it will give true. That means string requires only alphabet and numeric, then only it will give true. So let's change the example. Now, in this example where n equal to 345 ABC, there is no other character than alphabet and numbers. So it is alnum, so it is giving true. No character is there, no special character, no spaces, nothing. So if no special character, only is alnum, alphabet plus numbers. So if only alphabets, that is A to Z, small or capital, any small or capital, and numbers lying between, digits lying between 0 to 9, if that is there only, it will give true, otherwise false. The another example of the another function, that is alpha. Is alpha will give true, as it is a Boolean function, because by the name it is telling is alpha whether the given data is alphabet or not. If it is only alphabets, that means A to Z, small or capital, then only it will give true, otherwise false. So because it is containing digits 1 2 3, so it has given false. But if I'll be writing only ABC, any character, and then I'll be checking for is alpha, it will give true. Here it is giving true because only alphabets are there in the string n. So it's very clear, if alphabets, then it will give true, otherwise no. The next function is digit. So we will check whether the entered data is digit or not. Now if I write s dot is digit, hopefully it will give true because all contents are digit. So yes, it is true. Now if any content, even a space or anything which is not digit, if we are giving, then it will give false. Then I'm writing, so it is false. So it's simple to use is alpha. When all the characters are alphabet, then that will give true, otherwise false. Is digit, when all the characters are digit, then it will give true, otherwise false. Here is the few example of is upper and is lower. If all the data is in uppercase, it will give true, as here s equal to welcome in uppercase, and when I am writing is upper, it is giving true, but when is lower, it is giving false. So, and this is also is giving false. So is upper will give true when all the data will be in uppercase, is lower will give true when all the data, all the characters will be in lowercase, otherwise false. So it's simple to use these Boolean functions, is lower, is upper, is digit. So we can use in this way. They are the functions which return true or false. The next function is space. Is space. It will give true when all the characters are space. If only spaces, if I insert in a string, it will give true, otherwise false. Is space means all must be in space. If any of other thing is there, means other than space, it will be giving false. The another function is swap case, which changes the case. That means capital letter to lower and small letters into capital. As the name is telling, swap case, it will interchange. It will just reverse the characters. So simple to use this function. Next is the very important function, that is strip. L strip, R strip and strip. So the next function is L strip, strip and R strip. From left side stripping, we'll use L. By default, it will remove the spaces, left side spaces. In the example, it is written that spaces before V, that has been removed or striped. So this is the output. And if unnecessary spaces, obviously it will not remove the spaces coming in between the words. If unnecessary spaces are there towards the right side, extreme right side, then we can use R strip. And if we want to remove the spaces from left as well as right, we'll be using only strip function. From left side stripping. So in the example, different example is there. Other than space, normally by default it will remove spaces, either L strip, R strip or strip. L strip from left side, R strip from right side and strip from both the sides. And from the left hand side, if I want to remove any particular character, so in the example it is written here that full stop to be removed. So this has been removed from the left side. Here strip function is being used, which is stripping the character dot from left as well as right. By default obviously space, but if we give any character which is matching or occurring before the first character and after the last character, that will be removed. Here in the example, you can see a random text is taken where few comma, S, A, W, then dot, then banana is written. So it will remove from left side. So whatever work we are doing from left side, that can be done from right side also. So you can very well experiment with different examples, putting different characters at the end. So it will remove whichever matching is coming in continuation. Continuation means like comma dot ASW is coming till the character which is not found here. It will remove those character. Again I'll repeat, it will remove the characters dot, in this example dot comma ASW, no matter they are in sequence or not. As A I have written first here, but S is coming first here, so S is also stripped, removed. So any character, all the characters, these characters will be removed, comma dot ASW, from left to right movement. Till when? Till the character which is found which is not in the given parameters. As comma is there, so comma is removed, S is there, S is removed, A is removed, W is removed, dot is removed. But when B started, this is not the matching character which is given in parameters to remove these characters to be removed, so it is not matching here. So after this, even if match is there for A, it won't be removed. So Till when it will go? Till the matching character is found, it will remove, otherwise it will stop removing. And no matter what is the sequence you are writing here and whatever the sequence in the inputted string. So final output we have got, that is banana here, without these characters towards the left side. Again I'll repeat, left or right, same examples you can apply. Right will be from the extreme end side, and stripe from both left and right. Next is the replace function. That is another string function in Python which will replace the data. First argument is the old data which will be replaced by the second argument, which is the new data. So this small ONE1 will be replaced by capital ONE1. So the given string is this, and in this ONE1 has been replaced by capital letter ONE1. So the output string is here in front of you. It will replace all the old data with new data, all. Suppose if we want the selective data to be replaced, not all, then we have another parameter for replace function. The first argument of replace function I have discussed. Second argument, the third argument is optional. How many data to be replaced? Count means one place replacement, two place means how many occurrence you want to replace. Like in this example, ONE1 to be replaced with capital ONE1, but in all the places, or if I want only at one place to be replaced, the count value I will give 1. So the first occurrence will be removed. Replaced, sorry, it will be replaced. So here the first occurrence of ONE1 is replaced with capital, so only 1. If I might have given here 2, then all the places like this occurrence and the next occurrence means not, it is not representing the occurrence, the places, the count from, but the counting will start from left. Only 1 means the first positions occurrence will be changed. If I might have written here 2, then both the string have been replaced to capital letter ONE1. So you can try it by writing 2 over here. So what will happen? Then this also and this also will be replaced. So without argument, if you are without count value, if you are giving, that is optional argument, then all the places. If certain places, then you need to give the count. How many replacement you want? 1 replacement, 2 replacement, or more, depending upon your data. Here we have the next function, that is join. It will join the different strings. So we require more than one string to join. It won't be working in one string. So I have created a list of strings that is within small bracket. This could have been done in large bracket also. Small bracket represents the Python object tuple and the large bracket represents the Python object tuple. Sorry, list. The large bracket will represent the list. So here small bracket is there, so it is a tuple. So now the outcome will be Mary, then hash, then Manya, then hash, then Vicky. So let's print the X. Here is X. So any data, if I would like to join at the rate with the join function, iterable, here you can see one term is the iterable, means a sequence to be there, a list to be there, multiple data items to be there. So here I am writing within large bracket, so it is creating a Python list. So A, B and C. So list is enclosed within large brackets. So now the output is here, A @ B @ C. So they are being joined with the character at the rate. Twice I have written, so twice it is coming here. I have joined with hashtag, so it has joined with hashtag. So this way we can use join function. Here I am using now split function. It will split the string and it has few arguments also. Separator, the first argument tells separator none. So no separator is given, that means it will separate at space. Max split is equal to -1. That means it will split at all the places. Then further we'll give the different values to separator and max split and we'll see. If none means by default it will split at space. Max split -1, that is the default value. That means it will split at all the spaces. So first I am working with default value and let's see. So it has been splitted and as output I'm getting large bracket here. That means it is a kind of list. So 0th index of list is welcome, first index is 2, the second index the third index is jungle. Welcome to the jungle. So this has been splitted at space. So it has created different words. So there in a sentence there are 4 words. So it has created 4 words separately. So they have been separated at space and all the words has been separated. Now we'll do some changes here. This time I have split it with the separator keyword, separator equal to hashtag because there is no spaces in this string. So I would like to separate at the hash. By default it will separate at space, but here I would like to separate at hashtag. So it has separated and again I got the same result, but now this in this example the separation point is hash. Now we'll just check what max split does. As you can see, when I have used max split as 2, so it has splitted the first 2 occurrence of hash. It has splitted at the first 2 occurrences of hash. There are 3 occurrences of hash because I have written max split equal to 2, so it has first splitted at the first occurrence of hash, so welcome is separated, then as the second occurrence of hash then 2 is separated, but after that it has not separated because max split is 2, so the third string became the hash jungle. So it has split it only at first 2 places of hash. This is the way we can use various arguments of split function. This is the replication operator. This is all about the string functions, but few operators are there also which are very helpful in string function, like multiplication. So S is having hello, and if multiplied by 3, either 3 at first, 3 multiplied by S or S multiplied by 3, 3 times hello is displayed. So replication. So multiply operator with string does the replication. As joining operator, plus is the joining operator. So when I have written S plus S, it has given hello twice because it has joined hello twice. So 2 times the hello is occurring. So plus is a joining operator. Python library is too vast. There are more string functions that we'll deal in the next tutorial, next video. So that's all about this one, and few questions for practice now. Few exercise questions are here, like write a Python program to accept a string and count how many words are there. It's a warm up question. Just it's very easy to find out how many words are there. Obviously the words are separated by, yes, exactly, the white spaces. You can use library function, you can use looping, you can use if else tools wherever required. So tools are given to you. Now you're free to use those tools. Functions are very helpful. You can use them in many, maybe if you think that loop is not required, with functions only it can be done, that also can be done. So few warm up questions are here, then further 1 or 2 technical questions, like write a program to accept a string and count how many words are starting from uppercase vowels, where words obviously they are separated by space. We can deal with exceptional situation also, like the characters after comma. If we would like to capitalize, then how it can be done? For checking of vowels after comma, after semicolon, those are the exceptional situations that can also be dealt in our coding. Next is accept a string and remove those words from string which are having single character, like I, these characters, the words whose length is of one character. For example, here it is, you are a too good. If this is the input, you need to remove a because it is of single character. The length is 1. Output is you are too good. Hope it is clear? Yes. So extract digits from string and the example is given. So only from the mail ID, the ID which is given or any kind of ID, from there only digits to be extracted and store it in another string or print it. Better you store it in another string. But always remember strings are mutable. Means you cannot do in place changes in that. Next is check the password format whether that is valid or not. As you are entering password, you are creating password, so at times some restrictions are there which we need to follow. So same way you have to accept a password from the user. User will enter the password and the validity of the password must have these criteria. The first, it has at least one special character that is to be checked in your coding. It must have at least one digit, at least one uppercase character to be there. Means as many lowercase you want, you can take, but at least one uppercase. And it should not contain white space. White space means the simple spaces it should not contain. So if these criteria any string fulfills, then only that is valid. Otherwise, your message should be there that you have to re-enter the password and enter a valid password. Many questions can be created. One more question that is based on pattern printing. Here in this question, we have to print the pattern like the word what. So when you will reduce it, obviously from left side, left stripping, just I'm giving you the hint, left stripping, there are two different pattern questions. This is another one. So after every removal, it is giving certain meaningful word, what, hat, at, and then the single letter T. So this is pattern which is stripping the characters or whatever be the best possible logic you can apply. And this is also a pattern where movie and then the characters are being removed from right side. So this pattern printing you have already done, you have already seen in the videos, that is with nested loop. So you can apply that, you can use string function. Many patterns can be created in this way. You can create the pattern on your own or take any word, equilateral triangle sort of, right angle triangle sort of, then image of that pattern. In that way you can create. One important thing about the string before winding up, like s equal to grade, the string is written, so I have written some functions, they are doing changes in place. In place means in the original string, whereas some functions they don't do the changes in the original string, whereas if you want to store the output you can store it in another variable. For example, s dot upper, so result obviously every character will be in capital letter, though it is already in capital letter, but upper function will convert the all data into capital letter. So now strip function or lstrip function, this one, stripping G from left side from the string grade. So it has given REAT. But when in the next step it is being printed S, it has given the complete string as if it has not removed. So removal is not done in the original string. So in place, that is known as in Python, in place changes is not done. In the original string, changes have not been done, only in display. So if you want to store the changes somewhere, you can take the another variable and you can save there. Like s1 is equal to s dot l strip. Now I'm writing G over here and I'm printing s1. I must get REAT. So I have got the removed data. That means lstrip, the maximum function, they don't change in the original string. In place changes is not done. So you have to, if you want the changes to store somewhere, you have to first you need to know what type of return value you will be getting. So lstrip gives the return value as string. So s1's data type automatically will be string, as Python supports dynamic typing. So s1 is giving REAT.
Before I wind up, there is something very useful for you, which is the future of the technology. There are 10 trends shown here on the pic that you can see, and you can very well analyze what is the future. Thank you. That's all for this tutorial. Any queries, feel free to ask, like, subscribe. Goodbye.